Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya, 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 Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Shri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma Banda mohe savadana mate Banda mohe savadana mate Jahara prasade bai e bhavatoriya jai Jahara prasade bai e bhavatoriya jai Krishna prapti hoya hoite Krishna prapti hoya hoite Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Guru Mukha Padma Vakya Chitete Koriya Aikya Arana kariya mane asha Arana kariya mane asha Shri Guru Charana Rati Aise Uttama Gati Shri Guru Charana Rati Aise Uttama Gati Ke prasade pure sarva asha Ye prasade pure sarva asha. Chakudan diloje janme janme Prabhu se. Chakudan diloje janme janme Prabhu se. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashita. Divya Gyan Hridaya Prakashita. Prema Bhakti aha hoite avidya vinasha jate. Prema Bhakti aha hoite avidya vinasha jate. Vedagaya hara charita. Vedagaya hara charita. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Shri Guru Karuna Sindhu Adama Janara Bandhu. Lokanath Lokara Jivana. Lokanath Lokara Jivana. Ha ha Prabhu Kara Daya Deho More Pada Chaya. Deho More Pada. Ha ha Prabhu Kara Daya Deho More Pada Chaya. Ebegat Kosho Kribovana. Ebegat Kosho Kribovana. Srila Prabhupada Bhatita Pavana. Srila Prabhupada Bhatita Pavana. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Hey Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada. Prabhupada, Jai Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya. Astotara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace. A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya. Ashtotara Sata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवाशरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री नवद्वीप धाम की जय गंगा माया की जय यमुना माया की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय Samaveta Bhakti Vrinda Ki Jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the lotus feet of Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna and welcome to today's very special Sunday Love Feast program here at Sri Sri Radha Radhanath. A very warm welcome to anyone who is joining us for the first time and to our online community. So we say today is a very special Sunday Love Feast program because today we have many festivities. Today is Chandan Yatra. As you can see, the deities are very beautifully decorated. Today is also the appearance day of Srila Narottam Das Thakur, one of the very exalted acharyas in our Gaudiya Vaishnav Sampradaya. And today is also the Srila Prabhupada Book Marathon Award Ceremony. So to start off today's festivities, we will now be watching a short video clip. Hare Krishna.
I didn't get a chance to go to any of the darshans. I would be at the morning program with Srila Prabhupada, the class, the kirtan, but then I'd go on Sankirtan. So the second to last day, I came back from the airport that night. All the way back from the airport, I was just absorbed in praying to Krishna that he could make some arrangement that I could actually get some association with Srila Prabhupada. So I came back that night and I was walking into the temple and I had a recollection of some small incident that took place in my youth. You could actually feel the Super Soul say, hey, just like that, run up the hill. So I just dropped my Sankirtan bag like a person possessed. And I just started running up the hill. And I got to the top of the hill and I could hear Srila Prabhupada's voice, but I didn't know where he was. But it turned out he was inside the pool area. When I came around the front, Srila Prabhupada was actually coming out and there was a little street lamp. And when Prabhupada stepped out of the darkness into the light, I just ran up and offered my full obeisances right at his feet. So then I looked up and I folded my palms and I said, Jai Srila Prabhupada. And Prabhupada said, Hare Krishna. And Harisari said, Srila Prabhupada, these are the airport Sankirtan devotees, they just come back from the airport. Prabhupada looked at me and said, oh. He said, you're just arriving now? I said, yes, Srila Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, long day. So, how was the success? And I said, well, myself and Vaishasika Prabhu, between us, we distributed 135 books. And Prabhupada stuck his hand up in the air and he went, victory. Just like that. So we walked, we got to the steps that go up to the house, and Prabhupada said, so you don't want to come in? And I said, oh yes, Srila Prabhupada. And I stepped out of my shoes immediately, I just followed behind him. And he sat down on a sofa, and I sat down right on the floor right in front of him. And he looked at me and he said, so, tell me about the book distribution. So I started telling him different things. I said, I met one boy from Fort Jackson, South Carolina. It's a military base. He holds a class. 10 to 12 soldiers come every week and read your Bhagavad Gita together. And Prabhupada said, our Gita? And I said, your Gita, Srila Prabhupada. And he was bobbing his head, smiling really big. And he looked over at the devotees and he said, just see. That's all he said, just see. So then he said, you stay here in Washington? I said, no, Srila Prabhupada. I stay in New York. And Prabhupada said, New York. I also stayed in New York. I began in New York. Like I didn't know. And Prabhupada said, you're coming to New York for the Rath Yatra? And I said, Srila Prabhupada, I wouldn't miss that for anything. He smiled and he said, Rath Yatra in New York City on 5th Avenue, most important street in the most important city in the most important country in the world. It has been my dream always to have Rath Yatra in New York. Then he said to me, so it's late, you have not taken prasad? And I said, no, Srila Prabhupada, I just came back from the airport. And he said, you are not hungry? At the moment, prasadam was the furthest thing from my mind, I didn't think of food at all. But I immediately said, oh yes, Srila Prabhupada, I'm hungry. And Prabhupada said, well, then we have to get you some prasadam. So he said, call Palika. She opens the door and she just pops her head in. She goes, yes, Srila Prabhupada? And Prabhupada looks up and he says, you have any prasadam? And she said, Srila Prabhupada, we don't have any prasadam, we just have ice cream. And then Prabhupada looks and he goes, ice cream. He looks at me and he goes, you like ice cream? And I said, yes, Srila Prabhupada, I love ice cream. And Prabhupada said, so bring some ice cream. And when she brought it in, Prabhupada said, what flavor? She said, mango. Prabhupada looked at me and says, mango. It's like talking to me like a child, It was blissful. And then he asked this devotee, Subhuti, where he was stationed. Subhuti Roy. Subhuti said, well, I'm in New York now, Srila Prabhupada, but I was formerly with Gargamuni in India. And Prabhupada said, Gargamuni, library party. He said, yes, Srila Prabhupada. He said, so how was that? And Subhuti kind of launched into a sort of a negative description of his experience with that party. They didn't have much time for sadhana, the morning program was weak. He said like 3 sentences like that, and Prabhupada just cut him off. And he said, anyway, they're doing good work. And then he just looked straight back at me and never entertained the discussion anymore. Finally he said, all right, thank you very much. Book distribution, ki jai. And I offered my obeisances. And I stood up and I said, thank you so much, Srila Prabhupada. And thank you for allowing me to serve you by distributing your books. And Prabhupada said, I thank you, and my Guru Maharaj thanks you. The thing that has sustained me more than anything is those few moments where Prabhupada would say to you, thank you very much. And he acknowledged, you're trying to give him service from your heart. That was the most profound thing for me.
Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Once again, a very warm welcome if you have just joined us. Dear devotees, a gentle reminder to please make sure that your cell phone is switched off or put onto silent mode. To continue with today's festivities, we will now be addressed by His Holiness Bhakti Brhat Bhagavata Swami, who I will now hand over to. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Rama Rama. Hare Hare. So today also marks appropriately the anniversary appearance of Srila Narottam Das Thakur. And Srila Prabhupada specifically chose one of his songs or bhajans for our Guru Puja every morning. It's called Sri Guru Vandana, and it's also on that brass plaque there next to Srila Prabhupada. When we do Guru Puja, we sing this song. It begins with Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakti Sadma. And then Narottam Das Thakur has written many songs which are well known. And during the Darshan Aarti in Mayapur for Panchatattva, and they sing another song written by him, which starts with the word Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Daya Koromore. And then on disappearance days of the Acharyas, he also wrote another song, beginning with the words Jayanilo Premadana. So he's quite close to our Srila Prabhupada in that sense. Srila Narottam Das Thakur used to reside in Sri Vrindavan Dham, and he had two close friends. Another one was Srinivasacharya and Shyamananda Pandit. So the six Goswamis, headed up by Rupa and Sanatan Goswami, they, especially Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis, they encouraged Narottam Das Thakur with Srinivasacharya and Shyamananda Pandit to introduce into our Guru Parampara transcendental book distribution. So they did travel initially as the original Sankirtan book distribution party. They did travel from Vrindavan all the way up to West Bengal to distribute books. And the books those days were handwritten. So a lot of, you could say, devotional labor went into handwriting the books. Each book was handwritten and rewritten in that way. So it's appropriate today that we are honoring those devotees who have engaged in the book distribution marathon, especially for this month of end of November, December and beginning January. At the same time, we should also understand that all service is absolute. In our Shishya Gurva Astaka prayers in the morning, we say, Ashri Vigrahara Adana Nityanana. That means when we address the deities, Acha Vigraha, deity worship, which includes cooking and pujari services, and artis and so forth. Shri Vigrahara, Dana Nityanana. Then Shringaratan Mandira Manjanado. So Mandir means the temple. Mandira Manjanado, Shringaratan Mandira Manjanado, which indicates that those who clean the temple room like here, which is not on the altar but here. Srila Prabhupada indicated in a conversation with his devotees in Calcutta, when he asked them the question, what is the duty of the spiritual master and what is the duty of the disciple? Those gentlemen can sit in. You're standing in the door. You okay? All right. So, different devotees said different answers, and then Srila Prabhupada himself gave a very simple answer. He answered his own question. And Srila Prabhupada said, the duty of the spiritual master is to serve Radha Krishna, and the duty of the disciple is to assist the spiritual master in his service in the disciplic succession to Radha Krishna. And then Srila Prabhupada said this, Shringara tan mandira manjanado, that when one cleans the temple room, then that means that one is assisting the spiritual master in his service, in cleaning the temple room. So we have one wonderful devotee with us who's been doing it for, I know him for maybe 20 years or more. His name is Radhe Shyam Prabhu. He's African bodied, he's initiated. You see him cleaning temple room, even downstairs. So you should thank him. It's not a low class service. It's the highest class service. So Srila Prabhupada was in a particular temple, I forget which temple, somewhere in the Western world. And one of his lady disciples, Mataji, she was in the midst of cleaning the second half of the temple. The first half towards the deities was already cleaned by her. And the proper way to clean, if you don't have a back problem, is that you put water on the floor and then you clean with your knees on the floor. And then you clean like that. Prabhupada actually showed some devotees out. So you clean like that. And when you clean, you must clean anti-clockwise. With your right hand, you bring that. See? And then when you do that with your left hand, you clean anti-clockwise. And then you squeeze the cloth, and then you wipe it dry. It's good for the back. And it's good for the arms and so forth. Automatically, you don't have to go to pay some subscription monthly and go to some health club or some gym or something. You do that. See? So this Mataji was doing that. See? But it just happened to be that her back was facing the altar because she was going away from the altar like that. So Prabhupada came into the temple room. He took darshan, he offered obeisances to the deities. And there was several devotees within, his personal servant, maybe his secretary and 2 sannyasis or so. Like that. So Prabhupada saw her doing that. And then he motioned to all of them, stop, don't move. So he moved forward towards his female-bodied disciples who was on all fours, cleaning, and there was a little water still in that area. Yeah. So she didn't know Prabhupada was coming towards her, because Prabhupada was behind her, but she was on the floor. So Prabhupada came close and he bent down, but he was flat-footed, no knees on the ground. Now if you go to Bharata Bhumi, anyone in the village can do that. They'll sit for hours like that and have conversations. They don't need chairs. I tried it. I won't last even 2 minutes. Who can do that? Come here. Demonstrate. Let's chant for him. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. In front of me. Krishna, Krishna, Hare. Flat foot. Can say? Hare. How long you can be like that? Only the whole flat foot is balancing, holding the whole body. He's not sitting down on his back. In the villages, they all sit like that. Even the mothers with child, pregnant mothers, they sit like that. That's the best natural yoga posture. You won't get a fat belly, no matter how much you eat. You can't sit for long, eh? Sit. What, not even a minute went past, he's struggling. And they'll talk and, village people like that. Sit. So Prabhupada was right behind her, the Mataji. Now, she didn't know. But she felt like this very heavy, like a spiritual energy. Something is there, or someone is there. She turned around. And Prabhupada said, no, you can still sit. She offered obeisances, and Prabhupada his flat foot was in the wet place, like that. And she didn't know what to do because she just froze. She just froze. And his assistants in the back are watching. Like very close, almost eye-to-eye contact, very close. She turned, because she didn't want to put her back towards Prabhupada. She offered obeisances, and she just froze on the floor. So Prabhupada just smiled at her. She didn't smile back, she didn't know what to do. Yeah? So Prabhupada whispered in her ear some words. And then Prabhupada got up, he went back and he went out for his morning walk with the devotees. She kept it, those few words. So when I was serving as president of the Krishna Balaram Mandir in Vrindavan, like almost 25, 30 years ago, she came with her husband and 2 adult children. So I arranged for them to stay in the Krishna Balaram guest house, because they're old devotees of Prabhupada and they're coming after many years. And they stayed during Kartik time, maybe 2 weeks, and I told the guest house manager, don't charge them any money, because they did a lot of service for Prabhupada. He said, fine. So they wanted to see me before they left, and they came to my office. And immediately they gave me several $1,000s. I said, why are you giving me this? I said, you came home, Vrindavan is home, why are you giving? I said, no, we have to give a donation, you took care of us, nice prasad, a room and everything. So I accepted the donation, but that was much more than what the room would have cost. That's what happens when you're being kind to people. Krishna sense. Yeah. She said, because of your kindness, I'd like to share something with you, which I only shared with my husband and my children. I didn't tell anyone else. And she told me this. Then she didn't say those words, what Prabhupada whispered in her ear. She said, those big sannyasis and big secretaries, every time they see me, what did Prabhupada say? What did Prabhupada say? So Prabhupada told me something personally and intimately. Why do you want to know? Those are the only words he spoke to me. Besides the other words, what are the 4 regulative principles and how many rounds you promised to chant at the time of it. But those are the only words he spoke to me. And that kept me and kept my husband and my children still in Krishna consciousness. She said she doesn't share those words with everyone. But she told me what those words were. And I said, but now it's out because I'm going to tell it in other places. She says, you can do whatever you want, but this is my generosity, plus this, Lakshmi we're giving you. She said, Prabhupada told her in the ear, and she almost fainted. Prabhupada said, thank you for cleaning my heart. That's what it means when you clean. Chaito darpana mahajanam. So why am I saying this? Although we are appreciating and acknowledging the devotees who are distributing books, to please Srila Prabhupada, but we should also know that this particular Mataji, like an example I've given, she was cleaning the temple room. But no devotee will come up to her and say, thank you for cleaning the temple room. Nobody will do that. Because the service itself is the greatest reward. The service itself is the greatest reward. So although we may be singling out devotees to appreciate their efforts in book distribution, but everyone is serving, all of you, in whatever capacity and in whatever particular service you're doing. The service itself is the greatest reward. It's not that when you serve and then nobody appreciates you and they're not grateful, you don't serve after that because nobody said thank you, or nobody was grateful. No, the service itself is the greatest reward. And that is called pure devotional service. But still, we'd like to single out and honor those devotees who have went out amongst so many others, but they put some special effort. And in that sense, Srila Prabhupada said that ISKCON is my body, International Society for Krishna Consciousness is my body, and the BBT, which publishes and prints Srila Prabhupada's books, but they don't distribute. They just publish and print. They are not the book distributors, they just produce the books. He said the Bhaktivinoda Book Trust, BBT, is my heart. And then Prabhupada connected the two together. ISKCON is my body, the BBT is my heart, and then he connected it. And he used a specific word, and he said, the Lakshmi that is gotten, he used it, the Lakshmi that is gotten from the devotees who are distributing books is my very blood. That's how he valued every single paisa from distributing a book that you will receive. That the Lakshmi that is gotten from the distribution of my books is my blood. So he connected the both, the heart and the body. The heart pumps blood throughout the body. So in that sense also we are sort of acknowledging and appreciating these devotees. Let's begin. Priya Kishori, Devidasi and Radharaman Prabhu. Where's Radharaman? Not here. You can take this table away. Put it on the side.
Hare Krishna, dear devotees. His Holiness Brhat Bhagavat, His Holiness Brhat Bhagavat Swami
Bhakti. I don't have Bhakti, but you can add it for me now.
His Holiness Bhakti Brhat Bhagavat Swami Maharaj ki, Prabhupada ki.
Take this.
So devotees, this is our great honor.
1 minute.
This is our great honor of presenting the Book Distribution Award. I think my mic maybe. Sorry, lack of experience. So this is our greatest honor of presenting Book Marathon Awards to the devotees who went out, and we all know in the months of October, November, December and January is the hottest it can get in KZN. So we really appreciate all the sweat and literally that you've given Srila Prabhupada's book distribution. Before we begin the actual award ceremony, I'd just like to call out some of the scores as an offering to His Divine Grace A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada and their Lordship Shri Shri Radha Radhanath, Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Shri Giriraj Govardhan. So for the book marathon, we are happy to announce that 4,593 small books were distributed, and you can clap at the end. I'll tell you when I'm done. Medium books, 69. Big books, 1,299. Maha Big Books, 1,603. Back to Godhead, 2,309. 5 Srimad Bhagavatam sets, 1 Chaitanya Charitamrita set, which gives us a total of 9,879 books with a total points of 6,314 points. Let's give everyone a round of applause for that. This is only for the book marathon. Yes, Raj, yes. For our annual stats, and I won't go through the different book categories, but as an offering to Shri Shri Radha Radhanath for their 40th anniversary, we are happy to present and offer that 24,327 books were distributed throughout the 2025 year. So well done, devotees. We've put a little presentation together, which I'm not going to go through each initiative, but as you'd like, you can go through the different stats and growth that we've seen through different book distribution initiatives. So that will be on the screen playing as we go along. And then before we actually honor the book marathon participants, we'd like to acknowledge and appreciate the devotees who work behind the scenes to make and facilitate the book distribution. So we'd like to call up, and how we'd like to do this is Radharaman can stand in the middle here. Thank you. Radharaman will give Miraj the certificate, which Miraj will award you the certificate. If you can just pause for a second, we'll get someone to take a photo, and then you can go off. When we do, our personal photographer is here. Thank you. I'll take it out. Okay. When we do call up the Namahatas, we would like to do a group photo. So if you are part of a Namahata, please come forward. You can just wait by the TV for a little while, and then we'll do a group photo with the Namahata, if that's okay. Okay, so to honor the organizers, we have His Grace Sachinandan Das, Jai Sachinandan Das, who picks up our books every 2 to 3 weeks for us, so we really appreciate his service. Jai Sachinandan Prabhu, please may you come forward, and can we give him a round of applause? Thank you. And these devotees not only assist in the background, but also do book distribution themselves. So we really appreciate that. Haribol. And Krishna Nam Prabhu, who's the Jaya Sachinandan Prabhu's driver. Hare Krishna. The next devotee we'd like to honor is Her Grace Ujjwala Rasa Mataji, who's at the gift shop at the moment, so we'll give this to her a little later. And then the next devotee is His Grace Krishna Baladev Prabhu, who has been doing such amazing service. I think it's the first time in years that we've seen the book office in pristine condition. So let's give Prabhu a round of applause and appreciation. So the gift that we have, that we have been awarding devotees based on book points, is the Shishi Radha Radhanath 40th anniversary gift of a memorabilia coin. It's a beautiful. There's bronze, silver, and gold, depending on how the scores are, and this is something that you can keep for many years to come. Okay, and then the last devotee who will be representing the temple management is His Grace Deva Deva Prabhu. So we thank the temple management for helping us facilitate everything. And so we do apologize that there won't be a coin to accompany this. Correct.
Hare Krishna. So that's the organizing teams. I'll just say something now. Yeah. So I'm not sure which particular year, but it was in the 90s. So my previous name was Brhat Madangadas, which means the printing press of producing the books and distributing the books. Srila Prabhupada said that Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur coined that phrase for the printing press of book distribution. So I got that name. Of course, I had a previous name, Nara Narayan Das, then that was changed to this because of the particular service I was doing. So for many years, I was the leading book distributor here in South Africa. At the same time, I was the Sankirtan leader, organizing the book distribution. So one particular year, which was our biggest marathon those years, I engaged about 400 devotees from the congregation, and we distributed, I don't know the exact number, but something like 138,000 books. Over 100,000, yeah, in the month of December, with 400 devotees from the congregation. So I was quite disappointed with myself because I wanted to win the marathon. But I couldn't because I was organizing the devotees, and sometimes you have to make sandwiches and, we make our own bread, not from the shop. Yeah. Sandwiches, and we take to the Sankirtan, the book distribution spots, and give the devotees their lunch. They'll quickly eat something, and then they'll go back on books. So I used to also do that with the book backup. So that year is Holiness Brhat Swami, and His Holiness Bhakti Swami was here for the book distribution marathon awards in mid-January or so. Yeah. So the both of them sat me down and said, is something the matter? Before they came up for the book distribution awards to the devotees. I said, yes, I feel very disappointed with myself. That I usually win the marathon besides organizing the book distribution. And I didn't do too well because I didn't get enough time to go out and distribute books because I was arranging it and organizing it. So then His Holiness Brhat Swami said, you don't have to worry, I'll be there and I'll give a talk and everything will be reconciled. Yeah. So they came upstairs, Bhakti Maharaj spoke first and then Brhat Swami spoke second, at the beginning before the awards were given. So Brhat Swami said something like this. He said, Srila Prabhupada personally told him that there's something higher than book distribution. So what can that be? Although I said earlier on today that all service is absolute, including cleaning the temple room. Because the service itself is your reward, not just the thank you and gratitude, but still we have to glorify devotees for our own purification. So Brhat Swami said that Prabhupada personally told him that there's something higher than book distribution. So he asked Prabhupada, what is it? He said, higher than book distribution is to organize the book distribution. Then I felt satisfied. Right? And we have that one particular devotee and devotees right now on the planet. His name is Vaisheshika Prabhu. He organizes the books, although he's a book distributor himself. So we honor these devotees. Actually, it's important that you organize the book distribution. When you organize, then more books go out. And I'm organizing something at the end to their surprise about organizing the book distribution. Because I have some experience, little experience, we'll share later. Thank you. You can go ahead. So let's again chant loudly for the organizers. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. And devotees, I think that is a clear indication that we need to do a lot of austerities this year to pray that Maharaj can join us for book marathon in 2026. That you may join us for a book marathon sometime. We need to do an No, in hope that you can join us on book marathon 1 year at Shri Shri Radharanath. Thank you. Our next, so we'll be calling up the Namahatas first. So please, the devotees from the Krishna Prema Namahata, please be ready to come up. We'll ask the organizer of the Krishna Prema Namahata to come up. I think that's His Grace Alanath Prabhu. In this Namahata, we've got Bilva Mangal Prabhu, Vishnu Kanta Das, Madhuvisa Das, Prema Alap Dasi, Anita Sunarayan. So please, devotees, please do come up. And like I mentioned, as you receive your certificate, you can just wait on the side and then we'll take a group photo as well. Anita Sunarayan, Nishay Sunarayan, Nivan Jagdeep, Alanath Das, Radhika Priya Dasi, Sarisha Ramkisun, Gopika Ramkisun, Wade Gounden, Mishka Sionarai, Yastil Prasad, Keshav Prasad, Arjuna Krishna Prasad, Bob Jaikaran, maybe stand on that side, Vidyapati Das, Tamo Krishna Das, Leela Shukha Dasi, Segi Naidu, Darian Pillai, Nrsinga Prabhu, and Ravindra Saru Prabhu. Devotees, we can give these, the Krishna Premana Mahata applause. Just to give you an insight, if you do live in the Chatsworth area, you would have seen them in the December period coming in the afternoon time on Harinam and book distribution. So we really appreciate their dedication. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. They can all just come close to Raj. Okay. I think we're ready for a group photo, devotees. If you can just come a little closer to Maharaj, you can even sit on the floor for the young at heart. No, Maharaj, not the young at heart can sit around.
Come.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama.
All glories to the Krishna Premana Mahata. Haribol. So our next group, so this is not a Namahata but a team, and this their team name is called Super Sunday Sankirtan. So we'd like to call up, I don't think, well, it is a Sunday, so these devotees are out on books, so we're not going to have them here, but I'd just like to call out their names to appreciate them. His Grace Ekachakra Das, Tamal Krishna Das, Bhakta Jeremy, and Kripa Moya Das. So we'll just keep this for them for later, but I just wanted to appreciate them. Ekachakra Prabhu has been doing books for over 20 years, so I'm sure you would see them around Chatsworth as well.
Oh, Ekachakra from Meerbank.
From Chatsworth, Unit 6.
Formerly from Meerbank. Not over 20 years, he's been doing books for over 50 years.
Okay, Jai.
He joined before me.
Wow.
From Keto Ridge days. He's not here?
No, Maharaj. They normally go out on a Sunday.
He's probably close to 80 years young now. Right? Yeah, 50 years at least. Ekachakra Prabhu Ki.
Jai. Okay, the next team that we'll be calling up is the Srila Prabhupada Warriors team. And this consists of Her Grace Shamarati Devi Dasi, Sham Bihari Das, Bhakta Raghunath, and Gandharvika Mataji. Okay, I don't think they're here, so we will give them their certificates later.
This is Advaita Acharya's family. Are you here? No. All right. We'll forward it to them.
Yes, thank you. And then the next team is the Hare Krishna Challenges. And we'd like to call up His Grace Ramatirtha Das, Rasavali Devi Dasi, Gunamanjari Devi Dasi, Sachi Mata Devi Dasi, and Sita Lakshmi Devi Dasi. Hari Bol. So, Ramatirtha Prabhu, we'd like to do a group photo as well, if that's okay. And while we wait for the devotees to come up, I'd also like to share that a few years ago, I would say at least 10 years ago, His Grace Vibhu Chaitanya Prabhu had implemented the Smart Box initiative. It's a mini book store, if you could call it that. And after COVID, the project did die off a bit, but we'd like to honor His Grace Ramatirtha Prabhu for reviving that initiative. And now we have over 21 smart boxes in the KZN area. Haribol. So this is smart box. I'll give him that. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. A group photo, please. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Thank you so much. We'll also hear from Sachi Mata at a later stage and hear about her book distribution adventures. Yes. So the next devotee who isn't present but has made a huge impact in our yatra is His Grace Smita Krishna Das. I think for many years, and I think before I even came to Krishna consciousness, Smita Krishna Prabhu has been very involved. But after COVID, actually during the COVID period, he took on this distribution of Bhagavad Gita very seriously. So we would just like to appreciate him for all his efforts and also bringing the South African yatra together through telethons and a lot of online initiatives as well. 1,600 Bhagavad Gitas were distributed. So there were over 1,600 Bhagavad Gitas distributed during this marathon. Okay, the next devotee, who, from my understanding, it was in Smita Krishna Prabhu's online class, we'd like to call up Kaveshni Perumal to receive her award. And if we have time, we'd like to hear from you at the end as well. Okay, yes, Maharaj. From what I remember, Kavesh, you did over 200 Bhagavad Gitas. Yes. Hari Bol. Then we'd like to call up Vernon Prabhu. Yes, who's a part of Kavesh's team. And then Her Grace Indraprabha Mataji is not here at the moment, but she has put together a good foundation for this young group of devotees to really relish book distribution. So let's give them a round of applause. Next, we have Parama Karuna Sankirtan team. This consists of Nikunja Seva Dasi, Tilakini Devi Dasi, and Bhakti Shalini. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So the next devotee, you would have seen the stats on the screen. His Grace Paramatma Prabhu has been a part of the Take a Lot initiative since inception, which was 2020. Since 2020, over 1,100 books have been distributed over the Take a Lot platform. This year it was 206, if I'm not mistaken. And Paramatma Prabhu has single-handedly managed this project. So we'd like to appreciate this effort and give him You'll also see some reviews of individuals who may have never received Srila Prabhupada's books if it wasn't for Take a Lot. So we're really appreciative of the platform. The next team is the Westfall Namahata. Please, may you be ready. We call up Ram Bhadra Das, Karuna Shakti Dasi, Bhaktin Renuka, Bhakta Sugam, Bhakta Siyabonga, Bhakta Yegan, Bhaktin Kribashni, Bhaktin Yuvrani, Gaura Premi Devi Dasi. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. And a group photo, please, devotees. Thank you, devotees. Our next team is the Brhat Mridanga team. We'd like to call up Kishori Radhe Mataji, Kanu Thakur Das, Madan Mohini Dasi, Hanushri Khalidin, which is Tina Mataji, Shukadev Goswami Das, Sumana Devi Dasi, Ramaniya Dasi, Varshana Ramdas, Prisha Singh, Suren Jagrup, Rukmini Sundari Devi Dasi, Rasika Shekhar Das, and Suvina Deeplao.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Group photo.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you, devotees. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Thank you, devotees. The next group we have, our youth, the ISKCON Durban youth group have now formed a Sankirtan team called the Bhakti Warriors. So please let's give them a round of applause to encourage them. And so we'd like to call up Prahlad and Nimai to collect this on behalf of the Bhakti Warriors.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, thank you, devotees. Now we've entered the individuals. So we'd like to call up His Grace Virabhadra Prabhu, who also assisted with Krishna Premana Mahata's Sankirtan. And goes out weekly on Harinam if you'd ever love to join the team. The next devotee is Her Grace Padyavali Devi Dasi. Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
We'd also like to acknowledge Sanya Pinetown Namahata, but they are on Food for Life at the moment. And then I'm going to call up the temple departments who did engage in the book marathon. So Govinda's, Radhanath's gifts, and the book counter. Let's give them big Haribol. Okay, and then the next team is His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami disciples. So if a disciple would like to come forward and collect this on the team's behalf, Rukmini Sundari Mataji, you may come forward. And the disciples are cooking the feast. So let's give them a big Haribol. Okay. Srila Prabhupada Premana Mahata. If someone can come forward on their behalf. Okay. And then the next award, Surya Kun Prabhu is not here, but we'd like to acknowledge him. You would have also seen the exclusive book, Statistics, and how it's grown over the years. And Surya Kun Prabhu has been a very instrumental part of that distribution. Our Back to Godhead magazine team, Nikunja Viharani Mataji and team have also displayed extreme dedication that we can inspire towards. The next award goes to Food for Life Durban South. Thank you so much for preparing the prasadam when we go out on monthly Sankirtan. Radha Raman Prabhu will collect this certificate on their behalf. Thank you. So next we have Maithili Devi Dasi, Reena Singh, Rekha Rohit, Prabhashni, Yashoda, Sadhana, Nilandri Dasi, Haripriya Dasi. They were all part of the Radhanath's Gifts team. If they're not here, we can give it to them at another time. We've got Rasa Stali Devi Dasi. Yashoda, perfect. Yashoda. Haribol. Thank you. So Prabhashni, Yashoda, Nilandri, and Haripriya. Yashoda. There we go. That's all for. And this one. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Okay, the last three awards we have is Her Grace Mother Radhanath, who we will personally give to after this program. Mother Radha Radhanath Dasi, Mother Sukumari Devi Dasi, and the last award is to Bhakti Subhashni and Kams Prabhu, who you would have seen this addition to the Sunday Love Feast program recently. This has been their initiative to start their book distribution journey. And Maharaj, this is to give out to those who have come to the Sunday Love Feast for the first time or would like to receive a gift from you. So devotees, yes, it's a science of self-realization. So Maharaj, would you like to gift this out to a devotee?
You mean guest?
A guest, correct.
Who's here for the first time today? Everyone's come before. Okay, let's do it another way. Give it to me. Yeah, come. Okay, some hand went up. Please come. Please come. What's your name? Get him. You like this one, right? Yeah, come this side. What's your name? Tanik. She has a unique name named Tanik. Correct? Tanik. Who did you come with? The family is here. That's your father. Okay, nice. So this is a book for the whole family. You can fight who should read first. Right? Okay. Let's chant for Tanik. In your name? Omal. You from Bangladesh? Bangla, right? Can make out. I stay in Bharatbhumi. He's all the way from Bangladesh. English, okay? You read English? You'll try, eh? Little. So the more you read the English, the more you get better at English. Good. Let's stand for this wonderful devotee from Bangladesh. So who did he come with? He came with someone? You help him, right? Okay. Okay, good. What's your name? Fiona. Your family is here? You came on your own. Another person didn't bring you, like one of the devotees. First time, huh? Oh. She's been here before, but somebody told her next to her, come for the book. Okay, that's good. So who would like to take care of Fiona in the future? Who's here? Okay, you see Priya Kishori. Her name is Priya Kishori. So after the program, you go and see her. You must give the phone number, your phone number, because she's going to call you. Right? And the family. We good? You'll take care of her, right? Yeah. So let's chant for Fiona.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Rama. Okay, devotees, we've come to the exciting part of
you have any more of this gifts?
We do? Yes.
Naughty. Okay, come. I think she wants the photo more than the book. She's going to take it back to Amsterdam, right? Back to Amsterdam. Yeah. Romal is there too. Okay. Okay.
Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare.
Who else likes a gift? Not the photo gift, but the book. Come. Yeah. Come. What's your name? Keshava. This is more than Keshava.
Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Rama, Hare Rama.
Shri Shri Radha Radhanath ki,
Jai,
Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki,
Jai,
Shri Giriraj Govardhan ki,
Jai,
Srila Prabhupada ki,
Jai,
Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vranda ki.
Jai. Okay. So we have our last segment of the awards, which is the winners of each category, which is the individuals, teams, and namahatas. So we'd like to. Yes. So we'll only call the representative of the team to come through. So for the individual category, His Grace Bilva Mangal Prabhu. Haribol. Bilva Mangal has distributed a total of 1,956 books with book points worth 1,176 during the December book marathon. Haribol. So the gift we have for His Grace Bilva Mangal Prabhu is an audio device with the entire collection of Srila Prabhupada's lectures that have been that have high definition audio and will encourage us to listen to Srila Prabhupada more. Haribol. The next winner we have, please may a representative of the Brhat Mridanga team to come through. Haribol. The Brhat Mridanga team has distributed a total of 1,577 books with book points worth 887. The next winner for the Namahata was a very tight one, but we'd like to present the award to the Westville Namahata. Haribol. They distributed a total of 302 books. They did win on book points, which was 215. Thank you so much, devotees. We would like to end off with a few announcements. Okay. Sorry about that.
Okay. If you want to encourage me to encourage you so that I may help you in the future in the book distribution, we have a year ahead of us now. See? We're not talking about end of November, December, or January next year, or end of this year. We're talking about from now till Janmashtami. That would be February, March, April, May, June, July. Janmashtami comes in end of August. So in these next 6 months, how many of you would like to distribute one book a week? Where's the stock? It's in the storeroom. I didn't prepare you for this, okay. One book a week. Now you distribute it whether somebody gives you the money or you have to pay for yourself, that's fine. You give somebody as a gift. So how many weeks in 6 months? 24 weeks. So we're only asking you to take 25 books. Just 25 books for the next 6 months. Is that okay? Okay. But if you cannot take 25 books, you take 20 books. If you cannot take 20 books, you take 16, but not less than 16. Is that okay? Now we need names. You ready to take names? Come here. You're writing down? Yes. Come to the table here. You take this microphone to the person who's going to commit, right? Hare Krishna. Can you hear me? You come here. You're the first one. You have the microphone.
Yeah.
Got his name down? Phone number you can get later. How many books?
How many books?
6 months, 6 months.
Yeah, but
at least
100.
At least you'll live for 6
100
months.
books, Maharaj.
He's taking 100 books for the next 6 months. Not finished. Is it small book, medium book, or big book? We hope this
Big
Bhakti-
books, big books.
Okay, 100 big books. So let's chant loudly for Veerabhadra Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. Mataji, you had your hand up, right? You had your hand up for 25 books. She put 2 hands up, that's 50 books. Go. How many books? No, for the next 6 months. Let's chant loudly for Mataji, she'll encourage us, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama.
20 small books.
Rukmini Mataji, how many?
Maharaj.
From Newcastle days, like 40 years ago, I know you. How many books?
I take 20 medium books.
20 medium books. That's good as like 40 small books, which is a good number. 20 medium books for Rukmini. Let's chant for loudly. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. You have 2 hands up. You help? You take some books? Yeah, how many are you taking every week already? Tell them.
Every week I sell at least a dozen books.
That's 12 times 20? 12 times 24. 240 books for the next 6 months he'll take. Your name again?
Adesh.
Adesh will take 240 books. We won't tell him Maha big books, any books he can take. Haribol, 240 books. Thank you very much. He's already doing weekly, he just increased it. Next. We said minimum 16, right? At least 16 for 6 months. Come on, 16. Darian? Come on. Haribol? So, say in the microphone.
10 big books.
I said minimum?
20. Okay.
How many? Minimum? Oh, he'll take 20 big books. Let's chant for him. Darian. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Don't worry, today is a special day. We'll have an extended darshan, although the arti is going on. Is that correct, Devadeva Prabhu? Because they are very happy that they're taking books and pleasing Prabhupada. Yeah. Next. I'm looking for a total of 2,000 at least. He has 240. How many we have there? 380. Okay. How many of you are shy? Raise your hand. Who is shy? Raise your hand. How many of you? How many of you are not shy? Raise your hand. Let's see what happens. They won't raise their hand. Okay. So you can see Priya Kishori here, or Radharaman Prabhu. You come and make your commitment, and they will deliver the 25 books for the next 6 months, or minimum 16, to your door. You can do that, right? And they won't charge you for that Uber thing. It will come. Can you come and see them? Is that okay? Yeah, please. If I hear the scores by Janmashtami or before, then it will encourage me to come more often here. You want me to come back? Then you make sure you get minimum 2,000 books. Collectively. At least 25 books for the next 6 months. We're not asking for so much. Minimum 16. We good? So chant for yourselves and empower yourselves loudly, everyone. Raise your hand. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you so much, devotees, for your kind attention and your feedback. We are here to support you, so please come forward if you'd like to do book distribution throughout the year. Just a reminder, we do have monthly Sankirtan festivals every last Saturday of the month, so please join us then. Communications are sent out on the WhatsApp group. And then to end off today's program, there are a few notices that the team would like us to share. So again, the Sunday Love Feast Prasadam has been lovingly prepared by the disciples of His Holiness Bhakti Charu Swami Maharaj. Let's give them a big Haribol. Next week, Friday, we observe the appearance day of Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur. More information will be sent out on the program. And then the last notice is that His Grace Rupa Vilas Prabhu has receipt books for the Rath Yatra collection. So please see, Rupa Vilas Prabhu, do you just want to pick your hand up? You can collect the receipt books from him for the Rath Yatra collection. Thank you so much. Maharaj, is there anything?
And our devotee who is the main Mahantya for the temple is Grace Deva Prabhu. Give us some words of encouragement. Please come. And inspiration. Oh, he has a speech prepared. I didn't know that.
I don't have a speech prepared, by the way. So I was going to read an article that I wrote for the Hare Krishna News. It's titled A Time Bomb in the Library. This is a personal experience of how I came to Krishna consciousness. And the reason I want to say it is because it's so unassuming.
Did you write the article?
I did.
So put the phone down. The article is a little bit precise and for editorial, this, that. Let him speak from the heart freely. He'll say more,
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna. So I was 12 years old, and I was 12 years young, and I was tasked to do a book review. So I went into a library which my grandfather had, and at the time, I didn't really know what was what. He had a few thousand books in this library. In Tongat. And it was in his offices in Tongat. When Srila Prabhupada came 50 years ago, many of the affluent businessmen were invited to come to City Hall. And my grandfather just so happened to be one of those people that were invited to come to City Hall. And at the time, the devotees gave him 2 books, a Bhagavad Gita. It was a paperback Bhagavad Gita, an English, all English Bhagavad Gita, and a Science of Self-Realization. So just like all other books, he stamped it and put it in the library. And then me trying to be smart, I decided to look for something that was kind of catchy for my book review. So as I was going through all of the books on the shelves, I saw the Science of Self-Realization. So I said to myself, and I remember it, this will be something that my teacher would like. So I picked out the Science of Self-Realization and I started reading it. Of course, I was always very inquisitive. And I thought, you know how it is when you're doing a book review, you look at the back first. So I looked at the back, I was trying to figure it out. And then I thought, no, I'm going to have to go through it. So I started reading. And I read, and every night I continued reading. Of course, we had about a week before we had to give in the book review. And then I thought, I was always asking questions, who am I? Why am I Hindu? I asked my father actually regularly, why are we called Hindus? Why do we do this and that and so forth? And I hate to say it, but maybe I should. They couldn't answer anything. So as I got through the Science of Self-Realization, many of the questions were being answered, which enthused me to continue and to just read more and more. Of course, at the time, I didn't know that this was a time bomb, just waiting to tick, sitting on the shelves for 20 years until I got it. And here we are, 30 years later, and I'm a product of that book. So this is how important the books are. Sometimes we don't understand where it would go, but Krishna has a plan of where it would go, who would pick it up, and who would actually become Krishna conscious. And if those devotees didn't give it to my grandfather and to all the other people that had come during that time, then I wouldn't be here today. I wouldn't be serving you in this capacity. So let us not underestimate the value of Srila Prabhupada's books, the value of us just making that little endeavor to get the books out there, to save all of the conditioned souls. So thank you very much, devotees, for all that you'll have put in. I know it has been a very hot period, and definitely it's also been a very rainy period, and I've seen the devotees go out and come back, especially during the monthly Sankirtan festival, and I really very deeply appreciate every single book that you have taken out. And even if you didn't distribute any books, just that endeavor, you are getting the same benefit, whether the book goes out or not, but transcendentally more benefit if the book goes out. So thank you very much. I really appreciate it. Hare Krishna. All glory to Srila Prabhupada.
And we thank Priya Kishori Devidasi as well as Radha Raman Prabhu for their nice steady efforts. How long have you been doing this in the book office? 5 years now they've been doing the book office. Of course they were successioned from previous Baladev, who used to do it before. Krishna Baladev Prabhu also did nice service with the devotees there. Now we can go for the last feature of the arti, and Veerabhadra Prabhu can lead the kirtan. Then after this prasadam. Prasadam is the 10th. Srila Prabhupada ki, Shri Radha Radhanath Dham ki, Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki, Transcendental Book Distribution ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. And you can help with the chairs if you want to push it aside, and especially, and then go towards the altar for the last part of the arti.
Hey, Hari Bol. Bring your drums and cartels, man. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Dance. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Come on, John. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. This song is forever. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jai Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotarasata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charan Aravinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajikacharya Ashtotarasata Shri Srimad His Divine Grace Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur ki jai Ananta Koti Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur ki jai प्रेम से कहो श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैता गदाधर शिवासरी गौर भक्त वृंद की जय श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोपा गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरि गोवर्धन की जय श्री वृंदावन धाम की जय श्री जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की जय श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की जय गंगा माया की जय यमुना माया की जय भक्ति देवी की जय तुलसी महारानी की जय Samaveta Bhakta Vrinda Ke Nitai Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to the assembled devotees. All glories to Sri Sri Guru and Gauranga. All glories to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada.
Shri Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki Namaste Narashringaya Namaste Narashringaya Pralada Dahine Hiranyakashipuravakshaha Srila Tanka Nakalae Ito Nishringo Parato Nishringo Yato yato yamitato nishringo Bahir Nishringo, Ridahe Nishringo. Nara Shringamadim Sharana Prapadim. Nara Shringamadim Sharana Prapadim. Tavakara Kamalavare Nakam Abhuta Shringa Dalitsa Hiranya Kashipu Tano Bringam Keshavadrita Narahadi Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Nishingadev, Nishingadev, Keshavadrita Narahadi Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Nrsingadev, 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 Jaya Nrsingadev. Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Nitai Gora Haribol, 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 Haribol. Shri Nrsingadev Bhagavan ki, Prahlad Maharaj ki, Srila Prabhupada ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande.
Five more minutes. Hey, we need to. No.